When it comes to Spider-Man in the MCU and the fans, Marvel seems to be looking out for us and listening to us and trying to give us what we want with Spider-Man. How's it going, everybody? It's Warren, and earlier this year we had a scare with Spider-Man exiting the MCU. Luckily for us, Marvel Studios and Disney worked out a deal with Sony to have Spider-Man remain in the MCU. And not only is he remaining in the MCU, but Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, hinted that he could appear in Venom 2. He stated, "He also happens to be the only hero with the superpower to cross cinematic universes. So, as Sony continues to develop their own Spideyverse, you never know what surprises the future might hold." And again, that came directly from Kevin Feige, and today we have a new report that says that Sony is in talks to have Spider-Man appear in Venom 2. So let's break down this report, but first don't forget to subscribe with notifications turned on and click the link in the description down below. There's only 3 days left in my Infinity Gauntlet giveaway. So again, according to reports, Tom Holland is in talks with Sony for a Spider-Man cameo in Venom 2. This report comes from Daniel RPK's Patreon account. Many of you may know Daniel. He's been right about a lot of leaks in the MCU, the most recent one being when the Black Widow trailer was going to drop. I'll link his YouTube page and his Patreon down below if you want to follow him for some inside scoops, but he's the one saying that Sony is in talks with Tom Holland. So it seems like something that everybody has really wanted for a long time, Spider-Man in Venom 2, could be happening. However, this doesn't necessarily mean that Venom is going to exist in the MCU, as the report is for Spider-Man to cameo in Venom 2, which is in a different universe. However, it was reported by Deadline after the Disney-Sony deal was settled for Spider-Man remaining in the MCU. Part of the deal, according to Deadline, was for Sony to be able to reference MCU characters in their Venom films. So even though if Spider-Man cameos in Venom 2, it technically won't exist in the MCU, it still opens up the Venomverse for Spider-Man to appear in future films. And this isn't the only report we've gotten lately that says that Spider-Man may cameo in Venom 2. Yesterday, the Geeks Worldwide reported a casting breakdown for Venom 2 that had Spider-Man on it. However, their report says that even though Tom Holland's Spider-Man may appear in Venom 2, it may not be the same Spider-Man from the MCU. This would of course be done so the Sonyverse and the MCU could be separate. Sony already wanted Tom Holland's Spider-Man to cameo in Venom 1, but Marvel said no because they didn't want people to be confused and think that Venom is a part of the MCU. So Marvel probably still has this concern. So in order to make it to where people don't get too confused, they may have Tom Holland's Spider-Man simply be from a different universe and have no connection to the MCU whatsoever. However, this may be even more confusing. Having two different versions of Spider-Man played by the same actor could confuse people. But since Phase 4 is going to be huge in introducing the multiverse into the MCU, it may just work. There's going to be a bunch of different versions of characters that we're going to see in different universes. So the MCU could simply state that the Venomverse is just another one of these alternate realities, different universes. There's lots of ways around it that could make sense, but considering the fact that Phase 4 and specifically Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is going to explore the multiverse, it would make sense that this Spider-Man that would appear in Venom 2 is simply an alternate version of Spider-Man from a different universe. But either way, according to multiple reports, Tom Holland is in talks with Sony for a Spider-Man cameo in Venom 2. Would you prefer Spider-Man to be from the MCU, or would you prefer an alternate universe version of Spider-Man to appear in Venom 2? Be sure to comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe with notifications turned on so you can enter my giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox One or a PS4. The winner gets to choose, and I'm picking a winner at 550,000 subscribers. And again, only 3 days left in the Infinity Gauntlet giveaway, so don't forget to click the link in the description down below. Use code COSMIC at gfuel.com for a discount on your G Fuel, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.